everyone. My name is Nirja Arora and working as an assistant professor in CSC department at Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College, Ghaziabad. Today I am going to discuss a top two problems. One is activity selection problem and job sequencing with deadlines problem, which can be solved by using the greedy approach or greedy technique. So first start with the greedy technique. Basically, greedy technique or greedy, we can say greedy approach is the simplest and straightforward way to design your algorithm or solve your problem. So basically, this is a technique which builds a solution of a problem in stages. We are building a solution in an incremental way, one component at a time. So choosing the next in this method, we are choosing the next stage in such a way that it gives an immediate benefit, and we can say that it is an algorithmic paradigm which is based on a heuristic that makes a local optimal choice at each step with the hope of finding the global optimal solution. For example, suppose we have started from here to solve a problem and we have to reach this particular goal. So if we have started from here, then suppose we are having multiple options or multiple choices, there are multiple paths to reach to this goal or an answer node. So locally we have to choose one option, that is we have to make a optimal choice in a hope that we at the end we will get the global optimal solution. Basically, this approach is used to solve the optimization problems. Optimization problems can be further classified into maximization problem and the minimization problem. In a maximization problem, our goal is to find the maximal optimal result. That is, for example, our aim is to get the maximum number of maximum profit, or we want to get the maximum number of jobs that can be executed in limited time. And in minimization problems, our aim is to get the minimal optimal solution, best solution. For example, in case of traveling salesman problem, our aim is to get the minimum cost path to reach the destination. So basically, in greedy approach, we are building a solution step by step. At each stage, we have to make a locally optimal choice. Then after choosing the optimal choice, if we follow that particular path, again we are getting the multiple options. At the next stage, again we have to make the optimal choice. Suppose here at this stage we have chosen this node. So after exploring this path, again we may have multiple choices. It means locally we have to make a choice, optimal choice, किस होप में हम ले रहे हैं ताकि हमें in future we will get the best solution. Basically, there are four main components in greedy technique. One is given set of candidates from which we have to create the solutions. Next component is a solution space. It is a set of various possible solutions over the given input, and from the possible solutions we have to find out the feasible solutions, that which are those possible solutions that are satisfying our constraints and conditions. And after finding the feasible solution, our aim is to find the best solution or optimal solution, which can be defined as it is the one of the feasible solution which is maximizing or minimizing the our requirement. If suppose if we are solving the maximization problem, then we want to maximize the result, and if we want to if we are solving minimization problem, then our aim is to minimizing the result. So optimal solution is the best solution from the various feasible solutions. But there are few limitations of greedy method. It may or may not give the best result or optimal solution, because it solves the problem by making the choice that seems to be the best at that particular moment, and provides a solution that is close to optimal to some problems that might have no efficient solution. Suppose अगर जो आपको locally optimal solution लग रहा है, it is not mandatory that it is also a globally optimal solution. For example, in the state space tree, the values at the nodes represents the profit value. So if we have started from here, and at this particular point we have obtained profit value 20. Then when we move to the next stage, we are having the two choices. If we choose this particular path, we will get the profit value 2, and at this path we will get the profit value 3. So by applying the greedy approach, इस पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट पे हमें ये बेस्ट सॉल्यूशन लग रहा है, देन वी विल चूज दी दिस पर्टिकुलर पाथ, दिस नोड 3. बट आफ्टर मूविंग फॉरवर्ड we will get the profit value 3. So total profit earned from this path is 24. Okay, but अगर हम ये वाला path choose करते at the previous stage, then we will get 22 profit. Then again we have two choices, 7 and 10. By applying the greedy approach, we will go for the maximization, maximal profit. So we will choose this. So अगर हम ये वाला path choose करते तो हमें प्रॉफिट अर्न होता 22 एंड 10, दैट इज 32. सो दिस इज द बेस्ट सॉल्यूशन. बट इन ग्रीडी अप्रोच में हम करते हैं कि लोकली ऑप्टिमल चूज करते हैं. तो इस पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट पर हमें ये बेस्ट लग रहा था, बट एट द एंड it is not globally optimal. So sometimes the algorithm will may not provide the best solution or best optimal solution. And another limitation is that this algorithm never reverses the earlier decision even if the choice is wrong. So it works in a top-down way. So this is the main pseudocode for the greedy algorithm. Suppose A here represents the set of inputs and N is the number of input. So we are having an array from 1 to N that contains the N inputs. Initially, we initialize the solution set to 5, that is 0. Initially the solution set is empty. Then we iterate the number of items, and one by one we are adding the elements or adding the input value to the solution set until the solution is reached. So we are started the loop from 1 to n. Initially from the given array we are selecting the first element एंड हम उसे क्या कर रहे हैं, अपने सॉल्यूशन सेट में ऐड कर रहे हैं. ऐड करने से पहले हम उसकी फिजिबिलिटी चेक कर रहे हैं कि इफ दिस अगर हम उस एलिमेंट को सोल्यूशन में ऐड कर रहे हैं देन इट इज अ फिजिबल सोल्यूशन और नॉट, दैट इज इट इज सेटिस्फाइंग आवर कंस्ट्रेंट्स एंड कंडीशंस और नॉट. इफ इट इज फिजिबल देन वी विल perform the union operation, that is we will permanently add that element to our solution. Then after the completion of this loop the complete solution will be returned. If the element is not feasible then that item will be rejected and never be considered again. So this is a concept of greedy algorithm, and we can solve many problems by using the greedy approach. One is activity selection problem, job sequencing with deadlines, fractional knapsack problem, MST problem, single source shortest path problems, and Huffman coding. And most of the problems in greedy method contains n number of inputs, and our objective is finding the subset which will be satisfying our condition and optimizes our goal. So first problem is activity selection problem. So what is this problem? Here we are given n different activities with their starting time and finishing or ending time will be given, and we have to select the maximum number of activities that can be solved by a single person, assuming that person can only work on a single activity at a particular time. So for example, we are given 6 activities, 6 number of activities are given, and for each activity their starting time is given and their finishing time is given, and our aim is to find out the subset or set of activities that can be performed by a single person, and at a 1 unit of time only one activity can be executed or performed. So how we can solve this problem? By using greedy approach. So according to greedy approach, first we have to sort all the activities on the basis of their ending time. So उनके finishing time के basis पे हम क्या करेंगे, पहले activities को sort कर लेंगे, arrange कर लेंगे. Then after sorting we have to select the first activity from the sorted array and add it to the solution list. And after adding the first activity, for the remaining activities, we have to find out the compatible activity and add that. If it is compatible, then we will add that activity into a solution list. Otherwise, we will discard it. So, what do you mean by a compatible activity? Suppose, so what is compatible activity? For example, we are given two activities, A1 and A2. Yeah, we can say that we are given AI and AJ activity. So if we have to add AJ to a solution set which is already containing AI, then AJ will be compatible if the starting time of AJ is greater than or equal to finishing time of AI. So if the starting time of AJ is greater or equal to a finishing time of AI, then AJ is compatible activity, and we will include that activity into our for sorting. The complexity or time will be n into log n time. Basically, we are using the quick sort algorithm to sort the activities, and for adding the first activity from the sorted array, and if we have to add it to the solutions list, then it will take constant time, that is big of 1, that is constant time. And to find the compatible activity from the remaining activities in the sorted array, the time taken will be a n, linear time. So total time taken for this particular approach is n into log n. So this is an example. First, we have sorted the activities on the basis of their increasing order of their finishing time. So previous slide में जो example था उसके according we have sorted the activities on the basis of their increasing finish time. Then we will create a solution set S. So first we will include the first activity, that is A2. So A2 हम solution set में include कर लेंगे. Then after including the A2, from the remaining activities, one by one we pick up the activity. Suppose next activity is A3. So before adding A3 into our solution set, first we have to check A3 is the compatible activity with A2 or not. So the starting time of A3 is 3 and finishing time of A2 is 2. So starting time of A3 is greater than finishing time of previous activity जो हम solution set में include कर चुके हैं, that is 2. So that's why A3 is compatible and we will include A3 into our solution set. So now consider activity A4. So the starting time of A4 is 0. And finishing time of previous activity जो हम solution में already include कर चुके हैं. A3 का जो finish time क्या है 4. So starting time of A4 is less than the finishing time of A3. That's why A4 is not compatible and we will not include A4 into our solution set. Similarly, now pick up the next activity A5. So the starting time of A5 is 5 and the finish time of A3 is 4. So 5 is greater than 4. That's why A5 is compatible and we will include this in our solution. So now consider A1. So starting time of A1 is 5 and finishing time of previous activity जो अभी हमने last include की है, that is A5. So A5 का finish time क्या है 7 and A1 का starting time है 5, which is less than finish time of A5. So A1 is also not compatible and we will not include A1 to our list. Last activity A6. So A6 का starting time है 8 and finish time of A5. So आपको A5 का ही देखना है जो अभी तक हम last activity add कर चुके हैं. तो A5 का finish time क्या है आपका 7 and A6 का starting time है 8. 8 is greater than 7. So A6 is compatible and will be included in our solution set. This is the solution which is obtained by using the greedy approach. So this is how activity selection problem works and this is the code. So initially first we have the find the length of the string, length of the input. Then in our solution set we will include the first activity, and for the remaining activities we are checking the compatible activities. If it is compatible, then it will be added to our solution, otherwise it will be rejected, and at the end the complete solution will be returned. Next problem is job sequencing with deadlines, which can also be solved by using the greedy approach. What is this problem? Here we are given a set of jobs which have to be executed on a single processor, and the constraints here are there are few constraints which are given. One is a deadline, means we have to complete that job or task in a particular given deadline. And apart from this, other constraints are also there. One is we are provided a single CPU, no preemption will be allowed, that is no pause of the activity during the execution is allowed, and all jobs running time will be 1 unit, and the arrival time of all job is also same. So here we have to find out the sequence कि किस सीक्वेंस में हम उन टास्क को जॉब्स को एग्जीक्यूट करें, ठीक है, सो दैट मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ जॉब्स कैन बी एग्जीक्यूटेड एंड मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ प्रॉफिट रिलेटेड टू दैट पर्टिकुलर जॉब विल बी ऑब्टेन्ड एंड अंडर द गिवन कंस्ट्रेंट, दैट इज कंस्ट्रेंट्स भी आपके सेटिस्फाई होने चाहिए एंड मैक्सिमम से मैक्सिमम प्रॉफिट आपको ऑब्टेन हो. So that is a job sequencing with deadlines. So here you are given a set of job and each job has a defined deadline and some profit associated with it, and the profit of job is given only when that job is completed within given deadline constraint. Only one processor is available for processing all the jobs. Processor takes 1 unit of time to complete a job, and here our goal is to obtain the total profit, maximum profit, and that will be obtained only if a job is completed in a given time constraint. So here is the approach to a solution. First we have to find out the feasible solutions, and from the feasible solutions we have to find out the best solution or optimal solution which provide the maximum profit. So let us understand with an example. So here we are given 6 number of jobs, and for each job a deadline is given and profit value is given. So by using greedy approach we have to follow these steps to get the solution. Step 1 is we have to sort all the given jobs in a decreasing order of their profit. Then after sorting, find out the deadline, maximum deadlines of all the jobs from all the jobs, and we have to draw the Gantt chart where the maximum time on Gantt chart is the value of maximum deadline. And at this step 3 we have to pick up the jobs one by one and put the job on the Gantt chart as far as possible from the 0, ensuring that the jobs get completed before its deadline. So step 1 is we have to sort all the jobs on the basis of their decreasing order of their profit. So सबसे maximum profit we are getting from the job 4. Then after job 4 the maximum profit is for J1, and after J1 the maximum profit is obtained from job 3, and from after job J3 the maximum profit is obtained from the J2, then J5 and then J6. So first we have to sort all the jobs on the basis of their decreasing order of their profits. Then in step 2 we have to create a Gantt chart, and its length will be maximum deadlines from all the jobs. So maximum deadline आपकी J1 की है, that is 5. So we will make a Gantt chart from 0 to 5. Then in step 3 we have to assign each job one by one a particular time slot. So first job in the sorted list is J4 and the deadline of J4 is 2. So we will place or assign the J4 the slot, this one, second slot. So we have to place the job as far as possible from the 0. तो हम यहाँ पर भी place कर सकते हैं 0 J4 को, and यहाँ पे भी कर सकते हैं, but we will place the J4 as far as possible from the 0 so that maximum number of jobs can be executed. So next is J1, and deadline of J1 is 5. That means it can wait up to the 5 slots. So we will place J1 here just before 5. Okay, and after J1, next job is in the sorted list is J3 and its deadline is 3. तो J3 को हम कहाँ प्लेस करेंगे? 3 से जस्ट प्रीवियस स्लॉट में, यहाँ पर. Okay, then after J3 we are having J2. Its deadline is also 3, but this slot is already filled, this slot is already filled, so we will place J2 here in the first slot. Then after J2 we are having J5 and its deadline is 4, so हम J5 को यहाँ place करेंगे. Then after J5 we are having J6 and its deadline is 2, but this slot is already filled, so J6 will not be executed. So total profit जो आपका earn होगा, total profit earned will be profit of J2, J4, J3 and J5 and J1, and the penalty cost will be the profit value of J6. So this is how job sequencing with deadline problems can be solved. So this is the pseudocode for this particular problem, and the time complexity of this will in worst case is big of n square, and in the best case is n into log n. Thank you.